Ben again at trulysimplesolutions.com. And you know, items are so fascinating because there's more to show you on items. Although we did show you the lists and how you have the interactive drill down reporting. But there was more to show on items, so I'm going to make another quick video here. So we'll go to items, and one of the things you can do, of course, in items is show them as a list. Now you can do that by pressing this, which appears on many of the detail layouts, whether you're you know, in task, vendors, clients, you've got that option. You can also use the native FileMaker list, and it's going to take you directly to the list. So we have the copper items found, and in this list we can highlight items. We can go directly back to detail. We can use the back button to go back, or we can click the list button. And that's great because you can take a look at what your data is and see it in different ways. That's useful. Though this is set in preferences whether you can edit this data or not. So what we can do is go ahead and open another window, and a shortcut for that is to hold the Shift key when you open another window. Now I'm going to just make it another home screen, and that keeps the other window open. And so then I'm going to go ahead from there and go to Preferences. And on Preferences, we can choose Display and Items. And then it allows, well, lets us show custom item numbers. I'll show you that as well. If you notice the item number here, and these are the item numbers that are native to the system. If you say use custom items, if you want to enter your own item numbers, like our previous system was to use L and R left and right, you can manually enter those on each item. And then when you go to the detail, you can see now this field can be edited. Whereas if I change that right here, that's going to change. And once I leave that field, you'll see I can't get in there and edit that. You don't need to create your own item numbers, but some people prefer to have a part that they know what that number is, but otherwise the system generates it, and it's more based on that part itself. So we're going to go ahead and look at the feature of the list. So if we go into General, so we're on Display and General, and on General it says Allow Edit in List Views. I'm going to select that, then go back over here, and then when I show List, now if I go in this list, I can come in here and edit. It's not going to highlight the row, but if you notice there's a small black marker that shows which row you're in case you're not sure when you're in edit. This allows you to edit it. But another thing about list is you can, it's default when you come to this list to sort by the category and subcategory. In this case, the category is copper fittings, and each of these is a subcategory. And we'll take a look at the detail so you can see that. So item is 3/4 copper 90 C by C, type material, and then categories copper fittings, and category sub or subcategory is the copper 90 degree L, C by C, and then that lets us see our data in the way that that is showing in this list right here. But if you go ahead and click on, say, manufacturer ID, it's going to sort this list by that. And if I click it again, you can see it does a reverse sort. So if I wanted to resort subcategory, I can do it like that. Or I can reverse it, and it's going to be like that. So that's another useful thing. You can use the sort on the flag as well when you have a larger set of data. It helps you see items that you've flagged. For instance, if I go ahead and say show all items, okay, now we're now showing 4,975 records. And if I sort by flag, and then I sort it again, you can see that all of the ones that are marked with a flag in the whole 4,900 records are going to show there. So the flag is really helpful when you're trying to, you see something that you know you want to go back and fix and edit. You can just get in there and change it. Like you can change if you had a part marked in a wrong category, something like that. You can just do that right here from the list view. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to, let's see, we'll go back to the detail. We can do that also by clicking this. And notice that our filter still shows copper fittings. So if I want to get to where that's my found set, you see it's 4975. If I go ahead and click that 90 again, now I'm only looking at the copper fittings. I have a found set of 106 records. And I want to go back to showing as a list. And in here I have labels. We can also, so if I wanted to print labels for the warehouse on the Avery 5160s, I click that and it's going to allow me to see the list. And I can look at it in Browse, which will look just like this, and let me scroll through the records. Or if I want to see how it's going to print, I can click Preview. And you can see it opens that in another window ready to print. And this would be the labels that would be printing. And if I continue that script, it's going to go right on into the printing, which I will cancel, and that takes away that window. And I'm left back here with our list, which I can scroll through, and if I want to print all of these except for a particular few records, I can select that record, select this window, make it larger. I have you can customize this as far as having omit item, but you can either get it here or by records, omit item. And I can omit it. It didn't delete it, it just omitted. So I can go through here and omit the ones that I don't want to print in the report when I print those labels. So you can narrow down your find to just be what you really want to get. And this lets you go to that record directly. So these little arrows are quite helpful. And then if I want to keep going back, I can do that as well. Except that actually went back because we had a preference window there, but that's all right. So we're back in our list. I'm going to go back into that record there, and then I can look at it as a list again. Either I can go here or I can go here. Either one's going to work. And that's how the item lists work. And I hope you enjoy being a part of changing how the world does flat rate with FlatRatePro at trulysimplesolutions.com.